guided meditation call for 3 p.m. Eastern, January 4th, 2019. In our meditation yesterday, we took a step back and we viewed the planet and humanity and viewed what the current environment was engaged with. And it was interesting, some people had those experiences that they had and what they saw by stepping outside of this, whatever, I don't even have words for it. It's a hodgepodge mixture of deception and it's, you know, I'm sure that when you were all looking at it from the outside, you almost, in a way, you kind of laugh because it's so nonsensical, counterproductive, not creating values, totally self-destructive. It's just absolutely crazy. And imagine that at one time we were immersed in that. A long time ago, we were immersed in that. And we didn't know. We had no clue. And we were, and it's many generations on this planet through thousands of years who have been dipped and immersed in this energy, this low, very low vibrational frequency. So you can understand why some of us, during the course of our existence in these bodies, that we feel things. We don't know why. You know, it's kind of like, what in the heck's going on? You know, and you feel this energy come in, and you sense things, and even you pick up smells at times and different odors. And you know, it's interesting how we tap into each other, and we really do tap into each other in a way. And knowing that we're connected, that what that means is that basically, some in subtleness, you know, we feel each other subtly from a standpoint of being part of the one, the whole energy of everything. That we sometimes will get a ripple of energy that comes through, and we sense and we feel, and we just have a knowing because of that. Others, you know, some others are very keen in that connection, and they're very, you know, people call them clairvoyants or psychics that have this much more focused abilities. But even then, it's very hard to pin down some of those thought energies because there's so much stuff moving all the time. It's always constantly moving, and we really have a difficult time pinpointing it because it's fleeting. It just kind of, you know, it'll come and it's gone type thing. Sometimes it'll linger. Then the mind kicks in, the ego, and then you start, you know, you have feelings and emotions and things, and you don't know why. Why am I worried about this? Why am I stressing about this? You know, and these things come in and out. And for some people, it can become very disruptive, and you know, they can get depressed, and it's not even their footprint. It's not their footprint. It's others' footprints that kind of merge or blend in unexpectedly, and that's how some of us are caught off guard. So to know that we're one, to know that we're all part of each other, and we're kind of like reflecting each, you know, the energies is one thing. But to be aware to the extent that we know that certain thoughts and stuff that come in or feelings are not really direct with us. They're part of the energy, but they're not. We are not emitting them. We are not anything goes out. There's others that are. It could be a group, a major group from another country or something that, pain, sorrow, anguish, fear, happiness, joy. I mean, it's all those emotions. And imagine, though, see where we're heading is that you get to a point where you're able to, how do I put it? You're able to filter. Okay, your knowingness increases, and every one of your awareness is increasing because of your vibrational frequency, elevating each step more and more and more. And as you do this, you become keener and start to be able to identify these incoming energy patterns and waves, frequencies. And you get to the point where you'll be able to differentiate between your emission and others. Isn't that neat? That's nifty. And so as that happens, and as we get to the point where we know this, imagine how you'll be able to filter and be aware. So you'll be able to plug into different parts of the planet, and you'll know that there is some stress or frustration there, and you'll be able to send light energy or frequency to that area to harmonize and to uplift and to assist and to adjust. See, with whatever whatever's happening, whatever's going on, and collectively, as we continue on mass meditations on a daily basis, we'll focus at times on these areas and send tremendously powerful love, light energy to these areas on the planet. You get specific after a while. You can do a carpet effect where it blends all over the planet. But imagine being able to get focused enough where we're able to send it to a specific pattern, to a specific area. And that's exciting because what happens is when you're able to do that as a collective, the intensity of the effect is paramount. It's exponential in its effect. So, you could have a situation, that you want to eliminate the low frequencies, which we all know what they are. They're disruptive, they're painful, they're de-energizing, they're depressing, they're hatred, anger, all of those things, which really don't serve us any purpose. But we're told they do. Okay? That's just funny because we're told, oh no, you got to have anger. Oh no, you got to have this. Why? Always ask. We're always thinking for ourselves and getting into a point as a civilization that we know what is, and we know where we're going. We're always going forward, and we're always going up. We're always going forward and up. We're always moving. We're always increasing our vibrational frequency. And as we learn, as we experience, we're able to increase it more and more and more and more. So in today's meditation, we're going to, since we've stepped outside the picture, now understand we're still outside that. We're all sitting together. We're all in a circle. We're outside the picture, this show. And from yesterday, that's where we put ourselves. Now, we're going to look at hatred. Okay? I don't like saying that word a lot because it's implicated. It's nasty. But we're going to look at that. And we're going to focus our energy intent on imperfections of the low frequencies, which are imperfection. The low frequencies are the anger, the destructive, the manipulation, the greed. All of that is basically tied into the H word, right? And it's harming, people harming each other and harming life. It's destroying the environment. It's destroying the ecology of life. And life is the highest value in all of the universes. It is the highest value. So we honor life. We respect life. We nurture life. We improve life. We advance and enhance life for all. So remember, you're outside, and that's where we're going to be in the collective. And we're going to focus our deep eternal love on the discontent and lower frequencies of anger, aggression, destruction, harm to the environment, ecology, harm to life. And we're going to send it a massive pulse burst of deep eternal love, light energy. And we're going to funnel this. This is going to come in from Prime Source, Creator God, and all that there is. And it's going to infuse within us, and then we are going to express it out to those frequencies to eliminate the dankness and the goop, and to elevate and to bring those frequencies very high into a peace, kindness, love, generosity. We're going to elevate it. We're going to eliminate hatred, anger, destruction, fear, pain, sorrow, anguish. These are all the low frequencies that you have been watching. You saw as you stood outside, you viewed things. We are not participating in this matrix. We are viewing it, and we are elevating the low goopy frequencies. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure most of you are, and as I talk, relax. Relax the physical. Lean into yourself. Drop off all low frequencies. You know what they are. You're the masters. You know what those low frequencies are. Let them go. Don't hug them. Don't hold on to them like a blanket. Let them go. Send them off with love. Let them go so that you can completely relax into yourself. You go into peace. Thoughts come and go. You don't pay any attention to them. You're not acknowledging anything. You're just being in peace and relaxation. You're in joy. You're in peace. You're in joy. You're in happiness. So just relax. And as you relax, you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And you exhale through the mouth. And you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. As you're breathing in, as we know, divine positive energy. And the divine positive energy is a supercharged, ultimate energy that is being literally sent in through the Prime Source Creator God, through heaven energy, so that we can redirect it and send it into this goop, is what it is. These low frequencies of hatred. And it is a very, very intense, deep, eternal love that we are saturating these low frequencies on this planet. And you can see them because you're on the outside. So we all see them. And we're all connected with our collective energy as we are one. So we focus on this. And we see it and form it. So that's what you're breathing in. As you breathe out, you're breathing out anything like the ego and the little voices saying, oh, this is crazy, oh, this is nuts, blah, 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 blah. It's as you are doing this, you've laid the runway. You let this all flow away. It's all transmuted into neutral-like substance, and it's sent back to the great central sun. And as you do this, your focus, your energy is pristine. You're not cluttered. You're not bogged down. You're not into confusion. You're not lost. You're focused. You're balanced. You're in harmony. Your frequency's high. Shall we turn and we go into the heart mind? And that's the area about 6 inches just below the neck area, neckline, into where the two bones meet. Just below that, you're going in and you're leaning into yourself. You are in total bliss and harmony. You are in total happiness and joy. You are at the level of samadhi, or kundalini, spirit energy, and you are floating in much peace and tranquility. So as you go into there, you are going deep and moving forward. Remember, you're moving forward and you're going up. You're deep, moving in deeply within yourself and up, deep and up. And as you do this, you feel and you experience all of these wonderful energies and high frequencies. The emerald green flaming healing light, the golden white pink light, the prime source creator God's deep eternal love, and the violet ray and the purple transmuting flame and the white fire. These are all literally flowing, moving, embracing. You're mingling and intertwining with this wonderful energy. And you're encased all around, above and below. And it literally further harmonizes your frequency field to a much higher level. And as it does this, you know that you are completely protected and nothing can penetrate this field except deep eternal love, which you invite. So you see your higher self and you totally embrace with it. You become one. You bring heaven to earth. And arm in arm, hand in hand, we float up above the planet. And remember, we are not in the matrix. We are outside of it. And as we float up, we call upon our brothers and sisters of all the light energy beings of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love in all dimensions, in all universes, in all existences, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, and of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, all the angels to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth and hollow earth who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all the ascended masters, Anya, Maitreya, Buddha, Gaia. We call upon El Moria, Sananda, Jesus, Yeshua, all of the ascended masters, even the ones before creation, to join us in this meditation of deep, deep, deep eternal love and from deep, deep, deep eternal love, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all the galactics that are assisting, who are benevolent and who are of deep eternal love or from deep eternal love, assisting this civilization, this human civilization, and all inhabitants of this planet in ascension, and as well as being and breaking from bondage into free form, free movement, free energy, free existence. They are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. We lovingly, graciously thank them. We ask all of our loved ones who have passed, and all of our loved ones who have passed in all existences, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to come in and join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the light energy that are housed in the following forms: of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, of the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the mermaids, the dolphins, the Pegasus, the unicorn, all the elements: fire, air, water, earth, to join us in this meditation of deep eternal love from deep eternal love. We lovingly, graciously thank them. We see our meditative sphere covered, centered of our circle, emanating beautiful, wonderful, cascading light energy of the emerald green flaming healing light, purple transmuting flame, violet bright white fire, and the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, and it's flowing. We are part of this. We are in and flowing with it. It embraces us. We embrace in return. We become one with it. And it is absolute ecstasy. It's wonderful. And we take it in. We are it. It is us. And we feel the rain gently saturate the tops of our heads, penetrating all the way through to the pineal gland, embracing, cleansing, purifying, uplifting, energizing, all the way down from the tops of our heads all the way through inside and out, etherically and physically, top to bottom. We are harmonized. We are floating at high vibrational frequency, and we are in complete peace, happiness, and joy. And Prime Source sends in this massive flow of transforming deep, eternal, loving light energy, and we direct it because we know we're outside of this matrix, and we see the discrepancies, the faltering, the energies of hate, the low vibrational frequencies, the anger, the dishonor, the disrespect, and we flood softly, warmly, gently all of those energies, and we literally transmute them into higher and higher frequencies. So what was once destructive now becomes loving, nurturing, caring, but it's a soft transition, so it's not shocking. We cradle these frequencies. We elevate them very, very softly as we watch this, and we see the energies saturate, penetrate these low frequencies, these high frequencies. Literally, the low frequencies disperse. They're replaced with the high light of Prime Source Creator God, of heaven, and they're elevating. And we watch this. It's a golden, shimmering, white, pink light that elevates. You can see it in the air. It's flickering glitter. It's all around us, and we watch it as it continues to elevate. We see things change. We see the environment change. It goes into much better harmony, much higher light energy. This is a very, very, very powerful transition that we are orchestrating as a total collective. And we're viewing and we are assisting with it moving up, higher frequency, up and forward. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Isn't it? It's, how do I put it? It's so enjoyable to guide these energies to the civilization, to the planet, to the life, to the environment, to all life. And when we do this, we begin to understand more and more the value of life. It is paramount. And it gets, you begin to you revere life, you honor it, you respect it. It's not worshiping it. Don't get that confused. It's honoring it, respecting it, embracing it, and improving it, and enhancing it for the betterment of all. That's why we're continually creating these values for life, for the civilization. And to watch this, because we are watching it, we are viewing it through our heart mind. These frequencies that we have energized and they have literally elevated and gone up and up. And we know what happens when the frequencies increase. All of the goop is vaporized. All of those low frequencies cannot survive, so they are eliminated. We are bringing the civilization through our collective energies as connecting with all of them to a 5-dimensional life. This is what's happening. This is what we're doing. And remember, each and every one of you are the master. The ego is asleep. Take that view, that show, that movie, however you depict it, and take it through the rest of the day into the evening and night and the next morning. There's no way that any of you are not feeling in a direction of bliss, of a joy, a happiness, a good feeling, an uplifting feeling, an expressive feeling, that we're assisting ourselves. Because all of our brothers and sisters are, like I say, is part of us, and we're part of that. We're part of all that there is. We're focusing this. We're harmonizing it. We're embracing it. We're elevating it. Those of us who are awake. That's why we keep expanding, and that's why we keep growing. We will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, January 5th, 2019.